Hey everyone, welcome to today's class. Today we have week 4 of a 10-week PowerYoga series. Today's class is 30 minutes in length and you won't be needing anything other than your yoga mat. If you have any props nearby that you want to use, feel free to do so. And today's class is going to focus on strengthening the legs as well as the core. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment after class just sharing how these past few weeks of this series have been for you, and I'll go ahead and see you guys on the mat. Peace. Just taking a moment to find any comfortable seated position, giving ourselves a moment to anchor into our breath, to anchor into our physical bodies, and to become aware of our connection to the earth and to the space around us. Taking another breath here. And then preparing to embark on our practice, we're going to go ahead and come to a tabletop position. So coming into all fours, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. With an inhale, we're going to bring the belly down, gazing up. Exhales, we're going to round into our cat. Inhales, belly down, gazing up. Exhales, rounding into your cat. A few more. Inhales, belly down, gaze up, open the heart. Exhales, rounding through the back. Last one. Inhale, belly down, gazing up. Exhaling, rounding into cat. Inhaling, coming back to center, and then as we exhale, tucking the toes, sending the hips back, coming into your downward facing dog. Give yourself a moment to pedal at the feet, wiggle at the body, and just taking any natural movements that feel good to you in the here and now. Actively pressing the hands into the earth, lengthening through the spine, and then starting to walk the feet up to meet the hands in a forward fold at the front of our mat. Feet hips distance apart. You can grab a hold of the elbows. You can sway from side to side, front and back, whatever feels good to you here. And then releasing the hands down into the earth. With our next inhale, we're going to come up halfway, flat back, lengthen the spine. And as we exhale, forward fold back down. Twice more. Inhaling, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, grow long. Exhaling, melt your way down, forward fold. Last time, inhaling, halfway lift, pull the shoulders away from the ears, lengthen the crown of the head. Exhaling, forward fold back down. Inhaling, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Hands reach up, overhead, gaze up. Exhaling, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Inhaling, hands up, reach up, grow tall. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, we're going to step back into our plank just for this first time. So just taking a moment in our plank, making sure that the wrists are under the shoulders, toes are balancing behind you. Keep reaching the crown of the head long, activating through the core. Then starting to add some rocks forward and back here. Forward and back. You can stay in this way, or if you want, you can switch the palms to have the fingers facing towards yourself. Just rocking forward and back, getting a little bit into the wrist here for about 3 more breaths. And then bringing the hands back facing forward if they were facing backwards. With an inhale, we're going to roll forward, shoulders over wrists. And then as we exhale, super slow motion, we're going to lower our way down onto our bellies. Untucking through the toes, interlacing the fingers behind the back. With an inhale, lifting the feet up, lifting the upper body up. Coming into our locust pose. Keep squeezing the palms together, squeezing the back of the shoulder blades together, opening through the front of the chest. Engage through the low back. Use the breath to maybe lift you a little bit higher. Gazing forward and in front for this one. Beautiful. And then releasing the hands underneath the shoulders, elbows next to the ribs. With an inhale, pressing yourself up into a full cobra or upward facing dog. And then as you exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in your downward dog. And then with an inhale, we're going to gaze forward. As we exhale, we're going to step hop or float our way up towards the front, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, rolling up, hands reach up, gazing up. Exhaling, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Right away, inhale, hands up, reach up, gaze up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, step, hop, or float your way through your vinyasa. We'll meet back in our downward facing dog. From our downward facing dog, as we inhale, we're going to lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. And then as we exhale, right knee to right elbow. Then slide it down towards the right wrist. Then slide it up towards the right armpit. And then back down towards the right wrist. One more, inhale up towards the right armpit. And then down towards the right wrist. Inhaling, right leg up, three-legged dog. As you exhale, stepping the right foot through, lowering the left knee, pressing down to lift up, low crescent lunge here. Keep the left toes tucked under. Activate, press the right heel down into the earth, scissor the thighs together, pressing the left knee down into the earth. Using the strength of your legs, lift yourself up into your high crescent lunge here. Keep drawing that right hip back as you draw the left hip forward. Continue lengthening through the spine, picking up through the rib cage, opening through the front of the heart, maybe adding a slight back bend. Beautiful, and then from here, with an inhale, we're going to start shifting our weight forward, and then we're going to draw the left leg over the right, setting up for our eagle pose. Inhaling, arms out to a T as you exhale, left arm crosses underneath the right. Keep squeezing the forearms together, squeezing the thighs together, and then super slow motion, wrapping the elbows over the knees, lengthening through the low back. And then gently uncrossing through the legs, meaning back in our warrior three with eagle arms. Staying here for a moment. And then releasing that left foot back with an inhale, slight back bend through the arms. And then releasing the hands. Inhaling, hands up, reach up. And then as you exhale, open the arms out. Coming into your revolved crescent lunge. Keep scissoring the thighs together. Lengthening through the crown of the head. Right hand back of the left thigh, reversing through the left hand. And then with an inhale, rising up, high crescent lunge. Exhaling, hands come down as you flow through your vinyasa here. Taking a moment before we get right into that second side. With an inhale, left leg reaches up, three-legged dog. As we exhale, left knee, left elbow. Then down towards the left wrist. Then up towards the armpit. Into the wrist. Into the armpit. Last time to the wrist. To the armpit. Inhale, extend left leg up, three-legged dog. As we exhale, step the left foot through, lower the right knee, pressing down to lift up, low crescent lunge here. Stay steady through the breath, present with the body. Press that left foot into the earth, pressing down through the right knee. Keeping the toes tucked under, we're going to lift ourselves up into our high crescent lunge. Make sure that the feet are wide enough so that you feel stable and balanced here. Feel the left hip draw back as the right hip draws forward. Engage your mula bandha, engage the muscles of the pelvic floor here. Continue deepening through the breath. lengthening through the spine, picking up through the rib cage, maybe adding a slight back bend. And then with an inhale, starting to shift your weight forward, drawing the right knee up and over the left leg. Inhaling, arms out to a T. As you exhale, crossing the right arm underneath the left, squeezing the forearms and the thighs together, wrapping the elbows over the knees for a little bit of a rounding in the low back. Send breath into all of these sensations, and then uncrossing through the legs. Keep the arms as they are. Extend that right leg all the way back, coming into your warrior three with eagle arms. Gently releasing the right foot back. Inhaling, slight back bend with your eagle arms. Exhaling, release the hands down. Inhaling, arms up, reach up. Exhaling, revolve your crescent lunge. Keep scissoring the thighs together, lengthening through the crown of the head, opening through the heart, maybe gazing back towards the left hand. Left hand reaches back for the back of the right thigh, reversing through your right hand. And then with an inhale, rising back, high crescent lunge. Exhaling, hands down as you flow through your vinyasa here. Taking a moment, taking a breath in your downward facing dog to reset. You're doing great here. More than halfway through. With an inhale, gazing forward. As you exhale, step, hop, or float your way up towards the front, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, rolling up, rising up, hands up. Exhaling, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Inhaling, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhaling, hands to prayer, forward fold here. Inhaling, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhaling, step, hop, or you can Bakasana your way through your vinyasa. So meaning back and down dog. If Bakasana is in your practice and you want to take that for a few breaths, you can do so here. And we'll meet in our downward facing dog. Beautiful. From our down dog, inhaling, right leg up, three-legged dog. As we exhale, we're going to stack the right hip over the left, come up onto the left tiptoes, and then super slow motion, stepping the right foot all the way back, coming into your wild thing. With an inhale, sink the hips down. As you exhale, press up, wild thing. Twice more. Inhale, hips down, hand forward. Exhale, lift it on up. Last one. Inhaling, hips down, hand forward. Exhaling, hips up. Inhaling, reaching that right leg back, three-legged dog. As we exhale, right knee towards the right wrist, then to the left wrist, and to the right wrist, and to the left wrist, and sway back and forth here, pressing the hands into the earth, activating through the core, steady with the breath, for 3, for 2, for 1, inhaling, extending right leg up, three-legged dog, as we exhale, stepping the right foot through, windmill, the hands open, warrior 2, towards the left here. Keep externally rotating through the right knee, equally distributing the weight between both legs. Again, activate Mula Bandha, the muscles of your pelvic floor, perineum. Squeeze them, lift them up. Lift up through the spine, pick up through the ribs. Allow the shoulders to roll back and down. Gazing forward and in front. Maybe closing the eyes for a moment here. Feeling, tapping into your inner strength. Soften the gaze of the eyes, whether they're open or closed. With an inhale, front palm faces up. As we exhale, reverse your warrior here. Keeping the bend in the front leg. Breathe into the right side body. Beautiful, yogis. With an inhale, rising back up, warrior two. As we exhale, coming forward, extended side angle. Minimize weight on that bottom hand. Reach long, extend through that left side body. Staying here. Or you can take a Birds of Paradise, wrapping the left arm back, threading the right arm through, gazing forward and in front. This is optional. Stepping that back foot forward, pressing down to lift up, straightening through standing leg, then straightening through lifted leg. So staying in your extended side angle or breathing into your Birds of Paradise. If you're in your Birds of Paradise, slow and controlled, making your way back down, gazing at the big toe, extending that left heel back, stepping it all the way back with an inhale. We're all going to rise up, warrior two, and then as we exhale, windmill the hands down as you flow through your vinyasa here. Beautiful, right away. Getting into the other side. With an inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. As we exhale, step the left hip over the right, come up onto the right tiptoes, and then step that left foot all the way back, coming into your whelping. Actively pressing into the right hand. With an inhale, we're going to dip the hips down. Left hand comes forward. As we exhale, press on up. Wild thing. Twice more. Inhale, hips down, hand forward. Exhale, wild thing. Last time. Inhale, hips down, hand forward. Exhale, rise on up, wild thing. Inhaling, meeting back in our three-legged dog. Extend that left heel. Then exhaling, left knee to left wrist. Then to the right wrist. And to the left wrist. And to the right. And to the left. And right. Pressing into the hands. Strong through the core. Fluid through that left leg. For 3. For 2. For 1. Inhale, re-extend left leg up, three-legged dog. As you exhale, stepping the left foot through, right heel spins down, windmilling open. Warrior two, towards the right. Switch sides here. Settling into your warrior two, easing the breath, calming the mind. Again, distributing the weight between both legs. Engage your pelvic floor. Strengthen the muscles of this region. Lift up through the chest. Roll the shoulders back and down, extending through the fingertips of both sides. Either gazing in front of the middle fingers or gently closing the eyes. Tuning into your inner experience here. Beautiful warriors, everyone. With your inhale, front palm faces up. As you exhale, reverse your warrior. Keep the bend in the front leg. Reversing through the left side. Lengthen through the left side body. With an inhale, rising back up. Warrior two. And then as you exhale, coming forward into your extended side angle. Again, one long line of energy throughout the right side of the body. Minimizing weight on that bottom hand. Staying here for a few breaths, or if you did on the other side, wrapping the right arm back, threading the left arm through, half bind, full bind, taking your Birds of Paradise if you did on the other side, gazing forward, stepping that back foot to meet the front, straightening through standing leg, then straightening through the lifted leg. Take another breath wherever you are. And then gently releasing that left foot down, stepping or gazing at the left big toe, lifting up through the right heel, stepping that right foot all the way back. With an inhale, we rise up, warrior two. As we exhale, we windmill the hands down, flowing through your
vinyasa here. Take a breath in your downward facing dog. We only got a little ways to go here. With an inhale, gazing forward. As we exhale, step, hop, or float your way up towards the front, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, rising up, hands up, reach up, gaze up. Exhaling, hands to prayer in front of the heart, gently tucking the chin in towards the chest. Taking a moment to reset, to settle back in. Moving through our last standing sequence here. With an inhale, we're going to come into our Utkatasana chair pose. As we exhale, hands to prayer, we're going to twist to our left. So coming into our side twisted chair here. Keep pressing the palms in front of the heart here. Maybe start leaning that crown of the head forward as you shift weight onto the left leg. Start becoming light on the right toes as you extend that right heel all the way back, and then gently releasing that right foot down, arriving in your twisted crescent lunge here. Keep the hands in prayer in front of the heart, or open up your wings, gazing up at the top hand, or to the left side. Taking a breath here. There is a half bind reaching the left arm back. There is a full bind threading the right arm through. If you want to take the Birds of Paradise variation, you're more than welcome to do so. Otherwise, staying where you are for another breath. And then with an inhale, we rise back up, high crescent lunge. As we exhale, hands down as we flow through our vinyasa here. Taking a breath in, down dog. Inhaling, gazing forward. Exhaling, step, hop, or float your way up towards the front, meeting in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, forward fold. Other side, inhaling, Utkatasana chair pose. As we exhale, hands to prayer, we're going to twist to our right. Keep pressing the hands in prayer in front of the heart. Notice if that left knee is leaning forward, keep it parallel to the right knee. Start shifting weight over to the right leg, leaning the crown of the head forward, lifting up, extending through that left heel. Slow and controlled, stepping that left foot all the way back, arriving into your twisted crescent lunge here. Keep using that left elbow to help you twist a little deeper. Stacking the right shoulder on top of the left. Hands can stay in prayer, or you can open up your wings. If you did on the other side, going for the half bind, right arm reaches back. Going for the full bind, threading the left arm through. And if you took the Birds of Paradise variation, doing so on this side as well. Taking another breath wherever you are. And then gently releasing whatever you have with an inhale, rising up, high crescent lunge. As we exhale, releasing the hands down as we flow through our vinyasa. Beautiful yogis, taking a breath here in your down dog. With an inhale, gazing forward. As we exhale, step, hopper, float your way up towards the front, meeting in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, Utkatasana chair pose. And then exhaling, making your way down towards the earth, meeting in our Navasana bow pose. So only going on one boat ride here. Keep a slight bend in the legs here. Keeping the collarbones open, gazing at the big toes, steady through the gaze of the eyes. With an inhale, arms overhead, feet out in front. Exhaling, crunch it in. Inhaling, arms overhead, feet out in front. Exhale, crunch. 3 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Last 2. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Last 1. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend and hold. Tucking the chin in towards the chest. Reach long through the toe tips. Engage the core. Reach long through the fingertips of the hands. For a little longer for 3. For 2. For 1. And gently release it all onto your back. Great job, everyone. That wasn't easy, but you made it through all of the exertion. Time to cool down now. Hugging the knees into the chest. Gently rocking from side to side here. And then just rocking a little bit forward and back. Forward and back. Then we're going to come into a seated position here, extending the feet forward and in front, removing the flesh from underneath your butt. With an inhale, hands reach up, lengthen up. As you exhale, hinge and fold, coming into your seated forward fold here. Keep engaging through the quads, flexing the toes towards the forehead. Allow yourself to enjoy the stretch. Now that you've exerted your yang element, you've given all of your efforts and your action, now it's time to switch gears and to soften and to stretch into new space. With an inhale, gently rolling up 1 vertebra at a time. And from here, we're going to cross the left leg over the right, scooting over towards the right side. Right heel comes towards the left sits bones. Left hand plants behind the base of the spine. With an inhale, right arm reaches up. As we exhale, twisting over towards the left. Keep the spine long here, keep the chest open. Gazing back towards the left shoulder. And then gently releasing that twist, coming into your cow space pose, stacking the left knee on top of the right as best as you can, flexing through the toes of both feet, pressing the heels down on both sides. Melting forward here. So we didn't focus too much on lengthening the spine in this posture today, but just focusing on pressing the chest onto the knees, just allowing us to open a little bit into the hips here. Uncrossing the legs, bouncing the knees, windshield wiper the feet from side to side, and then switching sides, crossing the right leg over the left, scooting hips to the left, left heel back of the right towards the right hip, right hand plants at the base of the spine. With an inhale, lengthen the left arm up, and as we exhale, twisting over towards the right side. Keep pressing that right foot down into the earth, lengthening through the spine, opening through the chest, and maybe working your gaze towards the back right shoulder. Feel the breath flow freely here. And then releasing that, coming into your cow space on this side, stacking the right knee on top of the left as best as you can, actively pressing the outer edges of both feet into the mat, flexing through both toes, lengthening through the spine, and then melting forward into your cow space pose here. Allowing the breath to flow freely into the hip region. Keeping the flexion on the toes of both feet. One vertebra at a time, uncrossing through the legs, bouncing the knees, windshield wiper the feet from side to side. We're going to come onto our backs for one final pose before Shavasana. Whatever pose you'd like to do here, I'm going to go ahead and guide us through a shoulder stand, but feel free to take whatever you'd like. So lifting the heels up towards the ceiling, shooting the hips up, walking the hands onto the low, mid, or upper back, supporting your back with the hands, toes directly over the eyes. Then staying in your shoulder stand for a few more moments, or allowing the feet to come overhead into your plow pose. And then gently rolling down one vertebra at a time, hugging the knees into your chest, giving yourself one last warm embrace here. And then as we prepare for our Shavasana, with our knees into our chest, we're going to take the biggest inhale we have thus far, filling up all the way. Holding the breath at the top, squeeze yourself into a little ball, tensing every muscle of the body, tense the arms, legs, thighs, feet, face, vibrate every single cell of the body, squeezing out any lingering tension. And then through the mouth, double exhale, release. Setting up for your Shavasana here. Feet out in front, arms by your side. Allowing the breath to flow freely here. We'll be playing a little bit of didgeridoo here, allowing us to integrate the benefits of our practice. ones you like. Allowing yourself to slowly integrate your practice into the rest of your day. Thank you for joining me on the mat. Look forward to seeing you next time. And we close out by saying the highest light in me sees and honors the highest light in each and every one of you. Blessings to all of us. Namaste.